How about that cigar? Live again at Cigars and Baseball 2022. And this time with Brian and Angelo from Founders Cigar Company. Gentlemen,
Absolutely.
Welcome.
Happy to be here.
How's it going?
It's so cool because this is the first time we met Founders Cigar Company and learned about was at Cigars and Baseball last year.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
Brian, this is your first time at the event.
Yeah, I wasn't here last year. I was flying C-130 missions over the Rockies. So
Slacker.
Angelo had to carry the weight.
Someone had to come smoke cigars all day, eat the food, and drink the drinks.
You know, Angelo did a great job of sending me video updates
That's always
and pictures.
It's always good to say, hey, this is what you could be doing.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
I ate one bundt cake for you and one for me.
you're welcome.
Absolutely.
He picked up the slack.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
So it's been, I mean, in the last year since we first got to know you and your brand, you guys have been very busy. You've been working very hard, and you guys have seen a lot of momentum for your brand. So talk to us about how the last year has gone.
Crazy.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this because I remember last year it was me, you, and Raul,
Yes.
and we were sitting down and talking about realistically our first push into the cigar industry.
Yeah. 100%.
And so for us now to sit a year later and
Yes.
go, I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know what year it is anymore.
Well, and you guys, I mean, you went to your first PCA trade show.
Yes.
Yep.
Amazing.
You're out there. You're doing the work. So tell us what reception has been like from consumers, from retailers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So a year ago, 0 shops.
0 shops.
Today we have somewhere between 35 and 40 shops that are carrying our product.
Yeah.
And that has all been just grassroots, cold calling, doing the dirty.
Yeah.
No, it's been great. That was the biggest thing too. We do events like this because it's a great opportunity for us to come out and shake people's hands. And what was awesome about this year is last year everyone asked us, hey, where can I find this? And my response was, just ask about us in your favorite store. But this year I had 6 shops that I can point people to in the Minneapolis area. That's like, oh yeah, go. What side of town are you on? I probably got a shop. So that was a cool transition.
That makes it so much easier for, especially in this area, the consumers. It's the density of cigar shops isn't maybe like a Dallas or a Miami.
Yeah.
But the cigar consumers in this area are pretty dedicated people.
Oh yeah.
So when they learn about a brand, they'll find it.
Yeah.
They'll figure out a way to find it.
Very loyal.
Yeah.
We had a couple people today. Were you there when the couple was like, yeah, we heard about you, and we drove from Wayzata down to Perfect Ash in Inver Grove Heights, and we drove back up to Ramsey to go home. And I was like, that you did that just because you found our brand? Like, that's fantastic. Thank you for your support.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's got to be, a humbling thing in this business, and being so new, having those conversations with people and finding out that somebody did drive on the other side of town, or somebody did find a retailer who was willing to credit card them a box and ship it, that kind of thing. So what are you seeing from interaction with some of your new fans and some of your new consumers, like on Instagram and that kind of thing?
Say that again.
So what are you getting, like, interaction?
Sorry, we both have ADD.
That's same. Are you getting good interaction from your consumers? Like do you get people like tagging you on Instagram and stuff like this and saying, hey, I just found this new brand and tried it, and I really, that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's the big thing.
I was going to say, we did a couple smaller boxes.
Yeah.
And the loyalty and the fan base that we found on a couple of these boxes. I mean, I don't know, can we name the box that we just did? Oh yeah, Big Ashes. That has been incredible as far as her fan base and us partnering with her, getting our cigars in her box. And it's a small box, offering to her audience.
Right.
But the loyalty, I mean, the amount of people that are out there retagging and putting us out there. And it's incredible, and it's done a lot for us on Instagram.
And even reordering, we have people who would, hey, I found you in this box. I'm going to put in another order and try to get you into my local shops. That's been really humbling too.
That's so cool. And Ashley, from Big Ashes, she does a great job.
Yes.
And it's cool because it's nothing against any of the other like cigar clubs or monthly mail outs, but you know, she adds the whole barbecue thing to it,
Yeah.
which gives it a cool new element and you know, puts your product in front of some consumers that get a chance to try it for the first time.
Yeah. And I like that too, because it's more of a niche.
Yeah.
And we saw that too when we started about a year ago, reaching out to a lot of influencers, a lot of people in the industry. We did look for the woodworkers and the barbecue people and the whiskey people, because the industries are very similar.
Yeah.
And it's interesting about the cigar industry, about how, you know, someone big in the cigar industry might not even show up on the radar in the whiskey world. You know, the amount of followers in this industry doesn't really translate to that industry. So there's a ton of crossover that we've been trying to go after.
Yeah.
That's why I think that box is a great success, because there's so much crossover.
Yeah. Well, one of the other things we learned about this at PCA, and some exciting news, and it's funny, it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like exciting news because you sold out. A little disappointing because you didn't have any to bring to this event, but the Candela that you guys unveiled at the PCA trade show, it's gone. It's sold out.
Gone.
And that's very exciting to know that, you know, you put out this new product and it just, all the people want it.
Yeah. That was one that when we went into PCA, the amount of people that we talked to, that we trusted, that we sent it out to, we knew it was a good cigar, and we were very proud of it, and we smoked the heck out of it. So, but to see the response from the show and to come back and be like, we've got an operational problem now, because and we always try to be on the heavy inventory side. You know, just from our business development experience, we know that if you have inventory that can cover a multitude of sins, if you can just ship product when you say you're going to ship product. And so to come back from the show and be like, we're already behind the 8 ball in this new product, it was good, but it was also a ton.
Don't say any bad words.
And we're back. You can say as many bad words as you want.
Well, this is a family show.
It is,
And Brian's wife is here, so I
No
don't
swearing.
all that.
So the Candela is going gangbusters.
Yep.
So for people maybe who weren't able to get their hands on any, I assume you're working to get more produced and back out there again.
Yeah, we had a great call with our factory in the Dominican, so we're expecting quite a few bundles coming in 12 days. So we have a very large shipment coming in from the Dominican. We've dealt with some supply chain issues with just customs. Really, it's crazy. I mean, of all things, cigar bands get printed locally here in Minneapolis, then shipped to the Dominican, and of all things that held up a major order, a reorder from before PCA. We ordered it, dropped it in May, expecting it to hit our dock by like June 1st. It just got delivered August 18th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something that was about 7 weeks behind schedule because of customs held up cigar bans of all things.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things that just an anomaly that we couldn't have forecasted. So we had a great call with the factory, and you know we've strengthened our partnership with there. We're 50% over what we projected as far as our volume this year, and so they're really happy with us. We're happy with the product and the consistency and the quality of the product. So excited to go into next year.
That was a cool phone call. Brian and I were running some numbers before the call, going, wow, okay, we told them we were going to do X amount of cigars. We've already done that. And looking at what we need now through the end of the year, we ended up tripling our order through the end of the year. So we're going to overshoot by about 50% what we thought we were going to do for 2022. And then we're going to double that next year.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. It's great. And what's cool is too, they're doing things like, hey, we need this amount of cigars a month, and we need you to hold this many in your location in Florida. So we always have like a little buffer, because there's been a couple of things. We do a lot of corporate gifting. We do some of these boxes where they'll take a lot of one cigar.
Yep.
So if we can call up the factory and be like, hey, I know you've got 500 cigars in Florida. I need those.
I'm all about contingency plans.
Yes.
I got to have plan B and plan C in place. So we're working on that.
Well, it's cool to see, you know, growth from the brand. It's cool to see you guys, you know, because you could tell right away, you know, after we met you, Angelo, and then we met you, Brian, that you guys are, because you have a lot of other business interests, but at the same time, there's a work ethic that's strong that I can see behind what you guys do.
Appreciate that.
And I think that's meaningful, and I think that has been a big part of your success with the Founders brand. And I think it also ties in a little bit with the event that we're here at. You know, the Cigars and Baseball. There's so many volunteers here who, and even, I mean, if you think about it, you know, the people here who are exhibiting their cigars or their beers or their spirits, that all this stuff is given for the Miracle League.
Yeah.
And none of this would come together if we were in a room full of lazy people.
No.
So it's exciting to see, you know, you guys participating in an event that is so meaningful, that gives kids a chance to, you know, not worry about their disabilities for a while.
Yeah.
So we're excited for what your brand is doing. We hope to continue to see you at Cigars and Baseball year after year.
We won't miss it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, this has a special place in our heart. My son has Down syndrome. My wife and I have been involved with the Miracle League for 6 years before we've ever, you know, got involved with Cigars and Baseball. We've been doing stuff with Miracle League for a long time. So,
and the entire reason our brand exists is to trick people into community. So you look at something like this. This started as a tailgating event that just got so big and so strong as a collective community that they're like, let's turn this into something beneficial to someone.
Oh yeah.
And so our entire brand's about building community. And that's exactly what this is about. We'll never miss this.
Yeah. And a comment from Tom, love the Franklin, Connecticut.
So I had one of those a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Such a good cigar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks again. Excited for you and, you know, all the rest that the rest of 2022 is going to bring and beyond. Keep up the good work. And thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks again. This may be it from Cigars and Baseball 2022. We'll see. Maybe there's going to be more, but thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.